I first noticed I had a problem when I went to the supermarket. I was parking a car, I wasn't happy until I felt the car was perfectly lined up with the other vehicles in a nice square. And then I started putting all the food in boxes into the shopping trolley. Had to make sure that it perfectly fit, perfectly, neatly. And the whole time I had the music, playing in my head, but it got serious when I went home to my wife and tried to rearrange her arms and legs around mine to make sure it would be a perfect fit that I knew I needed help. She left me soon after that for a guy who liked playing Pac-Man.
Hi guys, it's Wednesday the 16th of January. I'm Olivia and welcome to Mobuzz TV. That was poor Roger, who suffers from a severe case of what has become known as the Tetris effect. According to Wikipedia, it's the ability of any activity to which people devote a lot of time to dominate their thoughts, mental images and dreams. Hardcore Tetris players may begin to see the world as a giant game of Tetris, trying to make sure that all the shapes in the real world fit together in a nice little square package. They may also suffer Tetris-induced hallucinations and dreams. Although the syndrome is not just limited to the video game, it goes for any prolonged visual task, like playing chess, picking fruit, and even assembling hamburgers. Unfortunately, there is no cure, although reportedly switching from Tetris to Space Invaders may help to ease the symptoms slightly. Okay, enough Tetris tomfoolery, let's get down to the more newsy stuff. And it looks like while President Sarkozy isn't busy marrying French models come singers come strumpets, he likes making life difficult for online retailers. Apparently, French law dictates a limit on price discounts on books, so Amazon have announced that they would rather pay the daily fine of 1,500 euros rather than comply with the court ruling. It turns out that thanks to a law from 1981, France is the only country in the world where the free delivery practiced by Amazon would be declared illegal. There have been 2 previous attempts to overturn the law, so Amazon may have their work cut out to get this straightened out before the 30-day time period is over and the court reconsider the fine. I haven't covered any Facebook stories for a while and was starting to feel a few withdrawal symptoms. So imagine my delight at discovering that the extremely wealthy social network, it was around 15 billion, wasn't it, is getting its users to do the dirty work for free. Yep, the translations application has been around since late last year and uses crowdsourcing in order to translate the mighty social network into various different languages. Users are able to vote on phrases to help get the most common ones right. But it does look like a lot of people aren't really that happy about it. The French want to stick with the English original, whilst the Spanish are feeling a bit miffed at being made to do the dirty work without any monetary reward. Come on Facebook, if you want to translate your only slightly successful site, get off your asses and do it yourself. Or maybe Facebook should just back off and leave the whole social networking / language thing to Babbel.com. More of a language learning community than just a website to teach you the basics, Babbel combines social networking with learning English, Spanish, Italian, German or French. It relies on its users to contribute content to the site through lesson plans, vocabulary and learning tricks. As a Brit living in Spain, I've signed up and I'll let you know just how much I've learned in a month or two. Vale? With the next story, I can't really make my mind up about what I think. Tara Brabazon, a professor of media studies at the University of Brighton, has banned her students from using Google or Wikipedia in order to assist them in their work. She argues that her students are turning in mediocre essays, thanks to the practice of just lifting the info from Wikipedia and the top 5 search engine results. On one hand, I really do think she has a point. Reading lists are given to you for a reason, and some people are surprisingly ignorant about the amount of crap floating around the internet. But on the other hand, she teaches media. Surely she should be encouraging her students to use every possible resource available to them. I don't know. But the best part, Professor Brabazon is the proud owner of her own personal Wikipedia page. And finally, a quick update to end the show. I reported last week that the Philippine government were considering introducing a tax on text messaging in order to make up income losses. Although making it more difficult to rally in political protest via text was probably another pretty big factor. It turns out that they have agreed to abandon the plan altogether, thanks to a texters' revolt by consumer group TextPower, I hear. So off you go, enjoy this most mundane of weekdays and try not to let the Tetris effect get out of control, okay?